Today on Hot News, hybrid cars are winning a lot of fans, but there's one group of people that's not happy with them. I'll tell you why.
Our website of the day could help you find a free place to stay anywhere in the world.
Need a new MP3 player? At some schools, they're giving them away. I'll explain.
You're now enrolled in hotnews.tv. There are no prereqs, no pop quizzes, but we will be requiring a 20-page paper on the economics of the American Revolution. I'm joking. Hotnews.tv is now in session. As we all know, hybrid cars are not only energy efficient, they're extremely quiet. But that can be a problem for some people, blind people. The Association of International Auto Manufacturers knows about the problem, and it's actually considering setting minimum noise levels for new cars. In the meantime, maybe you should just crank your tunes with the windows down.
Love to travel, but no money to spring for the Four Seasons? Couchsurfing.com is a website that sets up people who want to visit new places with people who like to have visitors. There are over 100,000 couches registered in 220 countries. I didn't even know there were 220 countries. You might think that counting on a total stranger to give you a free place to crash is a recipe for disaster, but according to the site, only 0.2% of users report a negative experience.
Which of these famous people was Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1938? Was it A. Franklin D. Roosevelt, B. Adolf Hitler, C. Howard Hughes, or D. Winston Churchill? Don't click away, we'll have the answer in just a minute. Which famous person was Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1938? It was B. Adolf Hitler. The title is given to the most influential person of the year. No one said those influences had to be positive.
At the start of a new semester, you have to spend hundreds on books, course packets, and Diet Snapple. But some schools give you something for free, an iPod. A growing number of professors have been making their lectures available as podcasts on places like iTunes U. Many students love the convenience of being able to brush up on the material anywhere they can listen to their MP3 player, but not everyone has been able to take advantage.
I don't think it's actually fair because I don't think everybody has iPods and everything.
The Community College of Southern Nevada is trying to level the playing field. They're lending students iPods on the house.
That's right. Our initial pilot project involved about 20 to 25 classes, and we've doubled that for this semester. It was that successful.
Professors are finding new uses for the devices all the time.
Now a student can have their entire photography portfolio on the iPod. This is technology that just wasn't available.
And most Southern Nevada students appreciate the high-tech study aid.
I think it's just a way that the school is just trying to provide different learning perspectives for each and every student.
By the way, even though these are school-issued iPods, they can still rock out. The university lets students fill them with their own tunes.
Why should we limit the way the iPod is used? If it's not being abused, we think that's actually a bonus.
Southern Nevada isn't the only school that's hooking its students up with MP3 players. Duke, Stanford, Ohio State, and Penn State are just some of the places with similar programs. And if you want to hear how professors are making sure the podcasts aren't a total substitute for going to class in person, click on Watch More.
I've got some bad news for news. A Harvard University study revealed that 48% of people 18 to 30 don't pay any attention to current events, and only 16% of them read a newspaper every day. I'm predicting that in the future, the only reason newspapers will exist is so that people can get their daily dose of Sudoku.
You want the funny? We got the funny. Here's a highlight from The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
The Republican Party has always done a lot to reach out to the black community, from being photographed with them to awkwardly visiting their churches. But this year they've outdone themselves by devoting an entire 60 minutes to all black issues. All the major news outlets jostled for position.
Families did much better.
Despite the chaos, we managed to record this unforgettable moment in black history, cheek to jowl with all our colleagues. The room was so crowded we could barely move.
Message of narrowing the base, and that's not the right way to go. It's not good.
Ever wanted to own a creepy, disembodied robot head? Then you'll definitely want to see this thing in action.
If you've got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. But luckily, author and therapist Dr. Anne Renee Testa is here to help you out.
Hi, my name is Javier Diaz, and my question is, I'm kind of starting to want to settle down in a long-term relationship. When is the right time to tell my partner that I don't believe in monogamy?
Well, Javier, in case you haven't learned this already, a lot of women would prefer that their boyfriend only sleep with them. So if that's not your lifestyle, you should let them know up front. But if it's the first date and it's going well, take a deep breath and get it out there. It may scare her away, but waiting any longer wouldn't be good for either of you.
Got a problem with love, sex, or anything in between? Email us at advice@hotnews.tv.
If you have too much money and too few friends, the Swami may be your solution. You can actually carry on a conversation with this gizmo.
Swami, I've been working a lot lately. Should I take some vacation time?
Yes, on the road trip of life. You deserve a rest stop every now and then.
Not sure I take career advice from a machine, but still pretty impressive. The computer that powers the Swami is loaded with state-of-the-art artificial intelligence software, and its face contains more than 30 tiny motors. Still, I'm not sure this thing is worth $75,000. Hey Swami, are you worth that kind of money?
No.
And with that, we're going to call it a day, but check back tomorrow for a brand new episode. And if you have any suggestions on how we can make hot news even hotter, email us at feedback@hotnews.tv. Week's halfway over. Stay strong, everybody. Bye-bye.